Hello, I welcome you today, and I hope you are ready to roll. I want to take this moment to give you an extended welcome for a new year. We are in 2021, and I hope, and I mean it, I hope you would have the best of this year. What happened last year, the challenges of last year, the difficulties of last year would only be a shadow of the best of joy, blessings, and also taking in new territories and moving your life forward. Today is a good day. It's a good day because you are alive. And I want to say to you that today, in spite of how great yesterday was, cannot be compared with today's privileges, opportunities, and also new setups. As you approach today, or if you are in other parts of the world other than our time frame, I want to say to you that at least you've had chance to enjoy a good morning and a good afternoon maybe, or a good evening. But I also want you to know that the day will end up better than yesterday. Because you know what? God, in His great wisdom, renews His mercy every day. Great also is His faithfulness. So if God has started a good work with you, be certain that He would also help you to have a great future. So in 2021, I want you to be hopeful. And also, I want you to be expectant of great things and what lies ahead. I'll also take this moment to prepare you to play a very significant part in 2021. Your portion or your piece that will add up to all the great plans or package that God has for you. Today, I would like to deal with vision. So the theme is going to be vision. Creating a vision. If you don't have one, don't worry. I trust that this weeks, I would be able to share some thoughts with you and share some principles with you that can help you to create a vision. Vision is very critical, and vision is very needed. Every one of us survive or does well when we live a life of vision. So I'm going to deal with vision. Now, when we talk about vision, we know that we have vision which has to do with sight. But I'm going beyond vision of sight, which is 2020 vision. I'm talking about vision, and I would like to explain what I mean when I talk about vision. I also try to explain what a dream is, because vision and dream are two different things. And before I come to the description or explain what vision is and what dream is, let me first give you a general picture of what a vision is. What is a vision? Simply said, a vision is a mental picture of the future. A vision is a mental picture of the future. Do you have a mental picture of the future? If you have something like that in your mind, you have a vision. Also, a vision is an idea of what is possible but hasn't yet happened in the natural realm. An idea of what is possible, what can be possible, even though it has not manifested in the natural realm. That is what I call vision, and that is what we call vision. And if you don't have it yet, I'll help you to create it or bring meaning to it. Again, vision is a mental picture of the future. Do you have an idea of the future that you want to create? Do you have an idea of the future that you want to see? Do you have an idea of a better tomorrow? If it is a picture that you have, a mental picture, it is considered a vision. Also, do you have an idea of what is possible, even though it is not obvious or manifested yet? If you have that in mind, then I'll say to you that you have a vision. But let's go deeper. There's a scripture that comes out, which is in Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18. I would like to read the King James Version. Normally I use the New King James Version, but today I would like to use King James Version. What it says is just simple. It says this: where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keeps the law, happy is he. But he that keeps the law, happy is he. Where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keeps the law, happy is he. Then let's look at the translation I often use, which is the New King James Version. The New King James Version reads this way: where there is no revelation, the people cast out restraint. Where there is no revelation, the people cast off restraint. But happy is he who keeps the law. Happy is he who keeps the law. Now, if you keep a vision, you must be happy. If you abide by rules and regulations, which is for your own good, you will be happy. So the fact is, when you have no vision, you just go in any other direction. But when you have a vision, a clear mental picture, or you have an idea of possibility, even though it's not manifested yet, you hold on to it and you do what is right, or you do what is appropriate to make it a reality. There are people who like to live by vision, and there are those who just are dreamers. Now, there's nothing wrong with dreams, because dreams, some have meanings. I'll put it this way: there are meanings behind every dream. And there are certain dreams that comes about as a result of thinking about things which has no relevance. You may have worries, anxieties, and fears that can turn into a dream. You can eat and be full, go to bed, and have a strange dream. So let me just give you the difference between the dream. A dream which we have normally while sleeping usually comes and goes. You may often have a wonderful dream, but wake up from the dream and forget what you dreamed about. There are people who daydream. They're just walking about, going through life and just dreaming, daydreaming. They will be off. Their minds will be off. I mean, they will be in one place physically, but their mind somewhere else. They just daydream, and they wake up out of the dream or snap out of the dream. When you sleep and you have dream, obviously your subconscious mind is actively engaged in the dream. And there are certain times when you wake up, you remember what you dreamt. And some of the dreams are so vivid, so real, that it keeps you on your toes. There are some people who are gifted to be able to interpret dreams. Not literally, but they will give you the fullest meaning of that dream. Or they have the ability to make sense of a complex dream that you may even not be able to understand, even though you'll be the one to have it. So when I talk about the dream, those who go to sleep and wake up, or those who just have these thoughts comes and goes, and also those who often come up with a dream but just soon forget what they dreamt. Then you have a vision. When we talk about a vision, again, I'm not talking about going to the optician who tells you that you're sight. I'm talking about the kind of mental picture that you have, the kind of idea that is so relevant, which has possibility to it, even though it is not obvious. That which keeps you up, keeps you active, keep you going, keep you thinking, keep you excited. That which is able to make you wake up from a sleep with excitement, hoping and believing that something is about to happen, which is going to be positive or real. That kind of vision, you have it whilst you are awake. In fact, you may be physically exhausted and you may be taking a nap or you may be sleeping, but when you have a vision, you wake up with something that can never go away. it seems to be more permanent, and also it seems to have a long-lasting effect on you. Somewhat, you can't get rid of it. It cannot leave you. It is part of you. You seem to think about it. You seem to begin to navigate your life or operate your life around what you just thought of or what picture you saw in your spirit, in your mind, in your thoughts. And I tell you, when you have this kind of thing, it keeps you, to many who don't understand, oh, this person is off the chart. This person, something is wrong with this person. And there are many people who will not appreciate or understand your dream or your vision until it becomes a reality. But as we're talking about vision and how to create it, it is also good and appropriate at this point for me to tell you at least the various types of visions. I would like to today address the 3 types of visions. And as I address them, in the end, I will come and give you the tips or what is needed to be able to create a winning vision. Let me deal with the 3 types of visions. But the first point I want to raise is the vision of possibility. Possible. 3 types of vision. One is possible. The second one is desired. A desire that you have. And the third one is what we call catastrophic. But let me break it down so you understand. The first type of vision is the possible vision or the probable vision. That is what we can expect to happen if we continue as we are now. That is the possible vision. These are the things that I'm believing will happen if I continue going in this way that I'm going. This is what I've been dreaming. This is what I've been thinking. This is what I've been processing. And this is what has been going on in my heart, my thoughts. And these are the things that has actually influenced my feelings. What you expect to happen, or what we can expect to happen if we continue as we are now. That's one type of vision. What we can expect to happen if we continue as we are now. And 2, it's what I call the desire vision. What is the desire vision? What you desire to happen. There are so many people in life who have this strong urge. Somehow their minds are influenced by the thought that something that they desired, something they've worked towards, something they believed, something they prayed about, and something they've hoped for is just about to happen. That's another form of vision. I talk about the possible vision or the probable vision. That means it can happen, it may not. I mean, I'm expecting it to happen, but if I continue in this way, or the other one, this is what I've desired. I know it's going to happen. And this is what I'm preparing my life towards, the happening of this vision. And the third one is catastrophic. That is, what could happen if something bad happens or things get worse? You have a vision, but this is what comes to your mind. You know what? I have this vision. I'm going towards this vision. But what could happen? Or anything can happen. Bad or good or ugly. Something may happen, but I am going towards this vision. I'm approaching this vision with confidence. I know that no matter what, I'll still stick with it. There are people who are certain that the vision they have can even create problems for them. There are people who are certain that the vision they have can attract jealousy, envy. There are people who know that the vision they have can even make things so difficult that at times they may even attract death threats. But the fact that they have this vision and they can operate in it with confidence, it doesn't frighten them. It is like saying, come what may. The vision I have, I am willing to die for. If you are willing to die for a vision, then I'll say that you are one who have taken a vision that in spite of catastrophic events, you will not be shaken. If you are one that has a vision that says that, listen, I am connected to this vision. I don't care how much I suffer. I don't care how much I lose. I don't care how much I'm deprived of. I am determined that I'll stick with this vision no matter what. You see, 3 types of vision: the possible one, the desired one, and the catastrophic one. There are those who have this vision that, okay, let me just go through life. I see it right in front of me. I'm not thinking too far as tomorrow. I'm just taking one day at a time, which it is true. It is good to take one day at a time. But visionaries take one day at a time for the moment, but they take the future and add it to the one day. You see, visionaries who have a desire of what they just expect to happen many times don't work as hard. But visionaries or individuals who are sold on or sold out to their vision in spite of catastrophe are the ones that cannot be deterred that easily. You know, if you read scripture, there are many examples. There are other instances. There are individuals who had benefited in holding on to a vision and holding on to that strong. There are people who were told before they embraced their vision that, listen, if you choose to go this path, be ready to fight. Be ready to be tall. Be ready to be resilient. Be ready to go through this. And they will say, you know, I know it. I've accepted it. I am willing to go in this direction. Well, there are many people who will take easy roads. And there are many people who take roads less traveled because of their vision. Let me give you some points when we're dealing with vision. And this is what I want to say to you. When you talk about vision, I want you to understand that vision is both natural and spiritual. Again, vision is both natural and spiritual. And what it involves, one, using your gifts and also using your talents to do one thing, to develop your skills. Vision is both natural and spiritual, but it also involves using your gifts and your talents to develop your skills. There are people who have gifts, they have talents, but they are not actually skillful. They are gifted, they are talented, but they have not literally polished it to bring it to the level of skillness so that it can be used to benefit them, both in the natural and spiritual. So there are people who say, I have a vision. I'm willing to die for my vision. I desire this vision to come to pass. I believe it's possible. But they are not willing or ready to demonstrate that they have the skills to make this vision come to pass. You could be a good public speaker. You could be a good athlete or good musician. But if you are just dealing with the raw talent, the raw gifts, but you have not polished it or bring it into fruition or develop it so that it will be used skillfully, you still have the raw gifts, you still have the raw talents, but it is the skill that puts you out there. It is the skill that makes you exceptional. So whether it's natural or spiritual, whether your vision is to do spiritual things or your vision is to do natural things or to do both, you still need skills to make it happen. Without skills, you will not go too far in your vision. And I hope I can help you today to add skill to the vision so that you would be able to go forward in your vision. Another thing I'd like to say concerning a vision is for you to have a vision that brings success or brings fulfillment, you have to be very open-minded, or you have to give yourself to creative ideas. The more you are open to creative ideas, and the more you are willing to act upon those ideas, the more likely you are to see, or the more likely you see the vision become a reality or success. If you are a visionary, it means that you have open mind. It means that you are willing to pay the price to act upon it, and you are willing to see that which you are acting upon become a reality and bring fulfillment to you. This is what makes a visionary different. Do you have a vision? Do you have a mental picture of some things that you believe will happen in your life? Do you see some possibilities, even though in the present it's not here, but you have confidence that it is in the future? If you do, then let's put some elements to it and make it work. Again, you can have spiritual visions and also have natural visions, and you can have both. And they can all work together, and you can still succeed. I'm encouraging you to create a mindset. Be open-minded, and also within your heart, make this resolution: I am willing to act upon that which I see as my vision. If not, you'll be going in circles. And I hope and I believe that is not what you want to do. You want to be able to move forward and make things happen. Can I say this to you? It has nothing to do with your age. Vision has nothing to do with your birthplace. Vision has nothing to do with where you were educated, what school you attended. Vision actually has nothing to do with who your parents are. There are many people who were born with nothing, but they are able to impact lives, both spiritual and natural, all because of simple thing: vision. Everybody has vision, and vision is all around us. But it is what you do with it that makes you exceptional or makes you unique. Let me bring it home. There are tips that I want to give you today that can help you to achieve a vision. 7 tips that will help you bring your vision to life. I mean it. There are 7 simple tips that can help bring your vision to life. The first one is, and I hope you make a note, the first one is, decide on what you want to accomplish. You have a mental picture, or you have a sense of possibility, something that can happen, and you really want to find ways and means to make it happen, and you can start it this year. The first thing you have to do is take time, sit down, and decide on what you want to accomplish. Decide on what you want to accomplish. What do you really want to accomplish? What is the vision that you carry? What is the mental picture that you have? What are you thinking about which you believe can be possible, even though it is not manifested yet in the natural realm, but you believe it can happen? Just decide on what that is. Because if you can decide on it, as the word says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Just decide on what you want to see accomplished. Another example, if you believe that your little hill is a mountain that you've created, something that is permanent. But if you believe that your mountain can remove, then you've created a pathway to the future. You have to see things differently. But you have to first decide what you want to see accomplished. Number 2, write down the vision. In other words, write down the idea. What are the things that is going through your mind? What are the things that you believe in your heart? What are the things that keeps you up? What are the things that motivates you and keeps you to look in the mirror and smile in spite of all the negative things happening around you, which makes you believe that, you know what, all this shall come to pass. There's still a better future. If you believe that, then please write it down. Visions are not meant to be kept in the head. What makes vision more practically and manageable is when you put it down on a paper. Write down the vision. Write down the vision. What am I writing? I don't know what I'm writing. I don't know what I can write. Let me make it simple for you. Do you have persistent thoughts? The thoughts that keeps you going? Thoughts that will never leave you? No matter what you do, this thought is so strong and it has positive consequences. This thought is not to hurt you or hurt others, but thoughts that will make things better for you and others. If you have this strong thought, it is a good idea that you can write down. Write it down. What is the strongest conviction that you have? You have this is a conviction that I know that this is going to happen. I would be able to accomplish this, even though looking at circumstance now, it is just a now moment. But I see a future in my conviction. I see hope. I see what can happen. I see what can be and what will be. Do you have a strong conviction? Persistent thoughts. Write it down. The first one is decide on what you want to accomplish. The second one is write it down. Write it down. This is why the great book, Habakkuk, the Bible, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 and 3 says, it makes it very clear and plain. And let me read it to you. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 and 3. This is what the New King James Version read. Then the Lord answered me and said, the Lord, he didn't say my doubts or my friends. He says, then the Lord answered me and said, the Lord answered him and said, write the vision and make it plain on tablets. Write the vision and make it plain on tablets. Write the thing that you can read easily. Write the thing that will make sense to you. Write it, simplify it. Don't write it in codes. Write it so plain. Write it and make it plain. In your notebook, on your boards, write it clear, make it clear. And listen to what it says. Write it, make it plain on tablets, that he may run who reads it. Make it so clear that when people come to intrude or people get close to you, they can read that this is the vision that this person has. When people know your vision, they'll determine whether they want to be with you or not be with you. There are some people who are hanging around you until they discover what your vision is. When they discover what your vision is, they'll determine that they will be wasting your time or wasting their time, so they'll move on. But there are some right people, all to keep them around you is your vision. And there's so many good people that God will send your way, not because of your intelligence, not because of what you have, but because of the vision that keeps you alive and keeps you moving. Write the vision, make it plain on the tablets, so he that runneth may read it. This is what ought to be. So if you have a vision, please, first determine on what it is. Second, write it, make it clear. Listen to what it says in verse 3 of Habakkuk chapter 2. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. The vision is yet for an appointed time. But at the end, it will speak. There is a voice in vision. Vision has expression. Vision will not lie because visions don't lie. Dreams can lie, but visions don't lie. If you have a vision, the vision will not lie. So the vision that you have that you are afraid of, if I may put it blank and tell you straight, that vision has no lie in it. You may lie to the vision, but the vision will not lie to you. Because the vision that came to you is so strong that the vision keeps you alive and keeps you moving and keeps you up and keeps you all day. And it brings this thought so persistent and becomes a conviction that you can't shake off. You see, though the vision, it says that but at the end the vision will speak and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. The simple fact is that if you have a vision, the vision will come to pass, but the vision will not come to pass at your appointed time. The vision will come to pass at its appointed time. Because visions are meant to be manifested, or visions are meant to reveal its intent and purpose, both natural and spiritual. So if you have a vision, you may think, oh, I have this vision and nothing is happening. Listen, you've got to learn to stick with it. I don't care how long it takes. And if you can stick with that vision, sooner or later, those who would leave would leave. Those who will criticize will criticize. Those who don't believe will not believe. But those who benefit from the vision will come. There are visions that God has put in your heart. There are thoughts that you've had since childhood. There are some dreams that you've had, which is more than just an ordinary dream. But this seems to push you in a direction where you are doing things, believing things that seem to be impossible. But the fact is, it will always come to pass. That vision will not lie. The vision speaks. And the vision, as you wait for it, when it comes, it will come at the time that it will be the perfect time. That is why God does everything perfect in His time. Visions manifest in His perfection of time. And if you have the vision, you will not go wrong. So again, let me get this clear again. The first step to bring a vision to life is decide on what you want to accomplish. Number 2, write down the vision. Number 3, paint a clear picture in your mind. Paint a clear picture in your mind. I'm helping you to create a vision. Paint a clear picture in your mind. What does it look? What does it look like? What does it sound like? And what does it feel like? You have to have a mental picture in your mind. I mean, this you may consider vain, but it's not vain. And let me make this point. There are some people who, no matter how weak they feel, they always say, I need to be strong because there's some things I have to do. And some will say, well, accept it, you are too old. You are too vain. You are not being vain. You have to have a vision because vision is what keeps you alive. If you don't have vision, you just dwindle. You just waste away. You have to have vision. It's vision that keeps you alive. It's vision that gives you the courage to expect tomorrow. It's vision that makes you know that the worst is just about behind you and the best is ahead of you. Paint a clear picture in your mind of what you expect to see. How does it look like? How does it sound like? And how does it feel like? You've got to create it. Have you heard people make statements like, I can smell it, I can feel it, it's this close, but yet it's far away? That's what vision does. If you have it and you are arrested by it, I'll tell you, and you have a picture of it, you will talk about it until people who don't have vision will push you away. But those who believe in it will amen your vision. You got to keep it before you. Paint a clear picture in your mind. And again, the scripture says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. As you think in your heart. As you think in your heart. Proverbs 23, 7a. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Paint the picture. Let it be clear in your mind. Then number 4, to bring your vision to life, you have to dream your vision. You have to dream your vision and do it consistently. Do it when your eyes are closed and do it when your eyes are open. Dream it. This is when you can be a dreamer. Dream it. When your eyes are open, talk about it. When about to sleep, talk about it. In fact, there are people who speak in their dreams. They talk in their dreams. Talk about it. Let it be heard that what you were dreaming about was your vision that you are rehearsing. See it. Dream it in your vision. See it with your eyes open and also see it with your eyes closed. Again, let me go to the point. I said the first tip to bring your vision to life is decide on what you want to accomplish. The second thing you have to do to bring a vision to life is write down your ideas. The third thing you have to do to bring a vision to life is paint a clear picture in mind. And the fourth thing you have to do to bring your vision to life is dream the vision. Dream the vision. Now let me give you the fifth point. The fifth point to bring your vision to life is speak it into existence. Speak it into existence. You have a vision, speak it into existence. Speak that vision into existence. Speak it into existence. That is why words become very important. Watch your mouth and watch your words. Let me also say to you, make sure that you don't use your mouth to kill somebody's vision, because if you do, it's your vision you are killing. Make sure you don't use your mouth to condemn somebody's vision, because if you do so, it's your vision you are condemning. Watch your words. Speak into existence the vision that you have. Choose your words wisely. Always remember, words are very powerful. And if you know that your words are powerful, and the scripture says that we are snared by the words of our own mouth, life and death is in the power of the tongue. Watch your mouth. Don't bring the vision down. Speak it into existence. Speak it positively. Use wise words. And also understand that the words you speak will manifest the end result. If you speak it, it will manifest the end result. Whatever becomes the result is a manifestation of what you speak to that vision. Vision is like a seed. You have it on the ground, you have to water it. And it's your words that water the vision. It's your words that water the vision. It's your words that water the vision. The sixth tip to bring your vision to life is you have to find inspiration. Find inspiration. And inspiration is all around us. And let me put it this way. Learn from others who successfully achieved something in life. Look at people who successfully overcame challenges. Look at people that you know or you've heard of that had nothing, could do nothing, but today they are doing great things, and learn from them. Find inspiration. When you find that inspiration, it will remind you that if it's happened for them, it will also happen for you. It will not. It may not be the same way. Yours could be even outstanding, or yours could be amazing. It will happen to you. Find inspiration. Don't try to think that you could do it on your own. You could do with your personal inspiration. Find others, because we are encouraged, we are strengthened when we look at others who have been through or gone through the very things we are about to go through. So if you want to see your vision come alive, then this is the sixth point. This is the sixth thing you have to do. You have to find inspiration. Find it. Look around. It could be your parents. It could be your friends. It could be your neighbors. And it could be the people you don't like. Find inspiration Inspiration is inspiration. Inspiration doesn't have color. Inspiration doesn't have gender. Inspiration doesn't have status. Just find inspiration. Inspiration is not coming only from your place of faith. It comes from other areas. You can learn from anybody. You can be inspired by anything or anyone who has achieved something that can promote your confidence to believe that it can happen for you. And the seventh and the last one is act on it. The tip is this: you have to act on the vision. Visions are meant to be acted upon. If you don't act upon the vision, it will just be nice vision. You have to act upon it. How do I act upon vision? First and foremost, learn to celebrate small wins. Learn to celebrate small wins. You see, many people are waiting for the big things, but start celebrating small wins. There are things that may happen to you which will not be as number 20, but you will start with number 1. Just celebrate the small wins. You have to do it. That's how to act upon the vision. Celebrate small wins. Celebrate small wins. Let me give you an example. You may be struggling with something. You may be struggling with a condition. Let's say you may not be able to lift your hand completely above your head. And it may be so for many years. But your vision is to be able to raise your hand so that you could hold on to things. But you know what? You may have started last month, last week, last year, and you could only raise it right here to your shoulders. At least celebrate these small wins. Celebrate small wins. It's good, it's important, it's necessary, and it will actually help you. It will help you to rejoice when the full manifestation of the vision comes. The second thing you have to do in acting upon your vision is appreciate losses. Appreciate losses. Most of us find it difficult to appreciate losses. Appreciate losses. Losses doesn't mean failure. Failure is when you choose not to try again. Appreciate failure as losses. Let me say it again. Appreciate losses. That sometimes you lose some, because that's what it is in a life, in a game of life. You win some and you lose some. I didn't say you win some and you fail. You lose some and you win some and you lose some. But if you choose to be a failure, then it's your choice. Failure means that you decide you're not going to try again. But anyone who loses is not a failure. You may be in a team, and your team will go against maybe the best team or the weakest team, and somehow they win. When you come off, don't consider yourself a failure. Just say that I lost this game. It doesn't mean I'm a failure. It doesn't mean you not go back and play again. You've got to understand that when you appreciate losses, you are giving yourself opportunity to acknowledge your humanity. But yet, your confidence is, I am going to act upon it. I know this time it will get better. Celebrate the small wins. Appreciate losses. If you can do these 7 quick tips that I've given you, I believe it will help you to go further in creating a strong vision. Listen, this month I'll be sharing more on vision, how to get it, and there are so many important things I'll share this month. So don't miss it. I'll be coming to you with these words, how to help you to live your best life yet and live in the vision that God has given you. Your vision will make you look young, strong, vibrant, and happy. How to live your complete vision. So quickly, let me give you the 7 tips again so you don't forget, because that is the core of the message. Let me give you the first point. The first point is that decide on what you want to accomplish. That's number 1. Decide on what you want to accomplish. Tip number 2, write down the idea. Write down the idea. What is the idea you have? It's a vision. What is the thoughts that you have? What is the picture you have? Write it down. Number 3, paint a clear picture in your mind. Paint a clear picture in your mind. Paint a clear picture in your mind. Then tip number 4, dream the vision. Dream it. Dream it. Keep dreaming it. Keep dreaming it. Tip number 5, now speak it into existence. Speak it into existence. Speak your vision into existence. Declare it. Keep saying it. Remind yourself. Pinch yourself. Just say to yourself, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Speak it into existence. Then number 6, look for inspiration. Look around you. Is anyone that has accomplished? Is anyone that has achieved? Is anyone that has succeeded? And is anyone that had done things even though in the natural it was impossible, or in the spiritual there's no way it could happen? Find that inspiration. And the 7th point is act upon it. And the key thing is, when you are acting upon it, celebrate small wins and also appreciate losses. Don't hate yourself for losing. Appreciate the fact that you lost so that you could be strong again to attack it the next time around. And let me give you a last scripture before I close. Proverbs chapter 23, verse 8. Proverbs 23, verse 8. It reads, "For surely there is a thereafter, and your hope will not be cut off." Surely there is a thereafter, and your hope will not be cut off. May I say to you, your hope will not be cut off. In spite of how you feel right now, your hope will not be cut off. In other words, you are not a hopeless individual. In other words, the things that you are experiencing for which you are considering, should I write it off and consider that I've lost to the point where I'm a failure, to the point where I'm hopeless? I say, no, it is not the case. Your hope will not be cut off. Trust me, because God has great things in store for you. I hope today has helped you. And I hope today had literally or will help you to think through and help you to create a vision. The rest of the month, I'll be talking about vision, and I don't want you to miss it. And on Wednesday, I'll be coming back to do New Life again. You don't want to miss this New Life session. I have Dr. Mike Phillips with me this coming Wednesday. You don't want to miss it. We are continuing from where we left off last week. It is great stuff, and are things that will help you excel and go forward in life. Listen, this whole week and next week, we are going through our prayer and fasting. We are literally going through it. We have not stopped yet. It's a 21-day fast, and I want you to take advantage of this book. I have this book, When Kings Pray and Fast. You can order this book. Go to our website, and you can order this book. It talks about when kings pray and fast. This book will help you to go through this fasting exercise successfully and also help you to achieve great results. Prayer and fasting is the most important thing that you can do as a believer, other than reading the Bible and trying to live a godly life. Without prayer, you won't go too far. And without fasting, you will not be able to change things in both in the spiritual realm and the natural realm. Prayer and fasting is important, and I encourage you, do not miss it. Let's take advantage of it, and let's keep trusting God for great things. If I may ask you to do me a favor, I want you to subscribe to our channels, and also we want you to share us with all of your platforms. Our platform handles. Check us on all the various platforms. Live International, www.liveinternational.us/ Live International. Just watch it. And also Facebook, Live International, at Live International RTP, and also Facebook at King Adamtey RTP. King Adamtey. Watch it, as well as both the church and my personal channel. It will be a blessing for you to share this message with all of your friends, because they need the same message that is helping you to become overcomer. We love and appreciate you. And if we give you opportunity this morning to give, I say God's blessings upon your life. There are the instructions here. As you see, take time, write in, give both the tithe and your offerings, and I pray God's blessings upon you. Now, may the God who is gracious and the God who sustains us and keep you from falling, may He keep you victorious and bless you in your going out and bless you in your coming in. This week will be a peaceful, successful, and a joyful week. I love you and stay strong. You have a vision, and that vision will not be cut off because your hope in God will not be failed. God bless you. Thanks for watching. It is our joy and desire to come to you every time with these uplifting, powerful messages that can help you to achieve your goal and fulfill your destiny in life. Don't forget to watch us and subscribe. At the same time, follow us and share us on your various platforms. Please support us through your giving. And it's through your giving that we are able to reach out to the masses and give the people what we are giving you today. God bless and see you soon.